Ankit, and we are talking about a very important yet a very healthy topic, which is healthy weight gain in preterm babies. Well, pregnancy is a blessing for every mom to be, but during this point of time, there could be some ups and downs. Giving birth at the seventh month or the eighth month would, can help a mom get into a few emotional thoughts. And the first thought that comes to our mind is, how do I help my child gain weight? With me is Dr. Ankit, who will help us to solve these, understand these issues and help us with a solution of how do we start focusing on healthy weight gain in preterm babies. Hello, Dr. Ankit. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So, Dr. Ankit, can you tell me something about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Ankit Yadavendra. I'm a consultant pediatrician and neonatologist. I practice in Malad West, Jankalyanagar at
Okay.
Baltaru Child Clinic. And today I'll be guiding you through this session.
Yeah. So, Dr. Ankit, what do we understand? What does preterm mean? And how do we, for a layman language, for how do we understand this terminology? Can you please help us over here?
See, normally for a layman language, we say that if 9 months of pregnancy is completed, then it is full term.
Okay.
If it is below that, suppose 8 months, 7 months, or 8.5 months, then that is preterm pregnancy. So in preterm means that the child is not fully developed and many of the organs of the child are immature. So that is
Okay.
the main thing for preterms.
Right. So I have a question that, do all preterms need to get admitted in the NICU? In that's the neonatal ICU.
See, all neonates do not require to be admitted in the NICU. Basically, those neonates, we can say that who are not able to feed well or feed on their own, then those neonates have to be admitted, or if they are sick neonates. Usually, we admit below 1.8 kg, we admit in NICU. And then
Okay.
for preterms, usually if it is early preterm, suppose less than 34 weeks, then we might start on IV fluids. And then gradually we put a feeding tube and we start milk through that.
Okay.
Gradually, as the feed is tolerated, we reduce the IV fluids and we keep on increasing the milk through the feeding tube. And then when a point comes, then when baby is able to take feed through mouth, we start giving feed through mouth, and then we reduce RT feed. We have to make sure that from starting from the beginning, that is IV fluids, we have to make sure that child goes on to take oral feeds well and also direct breastfeeding. So that is the point till the time we keep the baby in NICU.
Right. So when we are talking about the nutrition for the child, do you encourage that the mother feed should be given to the child when the child is in NICU? And apart from that, what other kind of nutrition support is being provided for such preterm babies?
See, if the preterm is very preterm or extremely preterm, suppose less than 28 weeks or
Okay.
less than 34 weeks. So for those preterms, as I said, we give IV fluids. Through those IV fluids only, we will provide carbohydrates and proteins. We also provide electrolytes from third day of life.
Okay.
In some institutions, we also provide lipids through the fluids. And then we start mother's milk if it is available, EBM, that is expressed breast milk. If it is available, then we start giving through the feeding tube. And then as the child grows and he tolerates the feeds, we increase the tube feeds and then we start giving oral feeds. So it's like that. Now, sometimes when mothers don't have enough milk, then we have
Yes.
two options. One is that we can give formula feed. Formula feed is actually a form of cow's milk only, which is modified so that it becomes comparable to human milk.
Okay.
Another option is that we can give donor human milk. So there
Okay.
are milk banks from where we can take donor milk. Also, there is also powder form of human milk is also available.
Okay.
So that is quite costly, but we can use that also.
Okay. So when we are talking about this, these babies need to be handled with a lot of care and a lot of, preciousness. But I have read something about kangaroo mother care. So can you please help me what it is, like, how to understand this care and why is it very important for the mothers and the preterms?
The kangaroo mother care, it's like if you see a kangaroo, there is a pouch in front of the abdomen of the mother, and then
Yes.
baby stays in that pouch, and then baby grows, and when the baby is grown enough, comes out of that pouch.
Yes.
Similarly, we ask the mother to keep the baby on her chest between the breast,
Okay.
so that baby gets mother's warmth, temperature is maintained. Also, there is a improved bonding between mother and baby. So
Mm-hmm.
these are few things which allow the baby to grow well. And
Okay.
then, so in that way, kangaroo mother care helps. And the mother only, even father can be used for that, giving that care. So even
Okay.
father can keep the baby on his chest, and then every day we allow them to sit with the baby.
Like this could go on for how long, doctor? I mean, how long is it recommended for the kangaroo mother care support to be given for the child?
See, this support is given if the baby is not on ventilator, if the baby is not requiring any support, or if the baby is stable enough to be kept on their chest. So we start from that point, and then till the point when we feel that baby is now becoming uncomfortable in that position, and baby has grown enough now. Baby wants space. So in that case, we don't keep in kangaroo mother care. So strictly, there is no specific guideline. Usually till 1.8 kg we can keep in for kangaroo mother care, but it depends upon varies upon baby to baby. If baby is comfortable, then we'll keep. Suppose baby is now grown up and baby is not comfortable, then we'll not keep.
Okay, I do understand that. And it's like a very beautiful bonding between the parents and the child who are waiting for that to take their child home. So I definitely recommend that this is practice whenever you are looking forward for to have a bond with your child, especially when you're looking for a weight gain, because through emotional bonding and the breast milk and also the supplements, we do understand that weight gain is possible. But doctor, I have a very precise question for you. When we talk about supplements, when we talk about formula, uh, does a regular formula work for the child, or is it any supplemental formula which is very enriched, fortified, that kind of it works? So how do we choose upon the kind of supplements that need to be given to a preterm over here?
See, for preterms, there are preterm formulas. They're different from
Okay.
the term formulas.
Okay.
So different brands are available which are for the preterm babies. And usually we recommend that till 4 kg of weight, the baby is of 4 kg, we can give that preterm formula, and then we can shift to term formula. So it's like that. Also, suppose we are not giving any formula and we want that we should give continue with mother's milk only.
Haha.
Suppose we are expressing mother's milk, mother is able to pump. You can give a breast pump to the mother so that she pumps the milk, and then that milk we can give to baby. So usually that milk needs to be fortified. Even mother's milk needs to be fortified. So in
Okay.
that we will add human milk fortifier, that is known as
Okay.
HMF. So there are special nutrients which are added in mother's milk, and then we can give it to baby. Also other supplements like vitamin D drops,
Mm-hmm.
multivitamins, or we can give calcium, we can give uh, other forms of nutrients we can give. Semile MCT oil also we give because
Okay.
it also provides more calories. So we
Okay.
want that baby should uh, take the energy from carbohydrates and lipids. so that protein is spared for the growth of the body. Also, while giving kangaroo mother care, the point is that why we give, because baby's temperature is maintained.
Right.
So usually, babies, whatever nutrient baby is taking, that nutrient is utilized to maintain baby's temperature.
Correct.
So if we are able to maintain the temperature of the baby very easily, suppose by giving kangaroo mother care, that energy is not being wasted. So it is used for weight gain. Understood.
Correct.
So we have to
Yes.
avoid that your energy should not go in maintaining body temperature. So that's
I
why we give kangaroo mother care.
I get your point. So kangaroo mother care, along with, I believe, skin to skin is the right word
Yes,
also
yes,
to be used, right? Yeah.
yes.
Skin to skin will help for healthy weight gain in preterms. This brings me to a question which is asked by a mother. She's saying that my child was born at 32 weeks and was in NICU for 3 weeks. What is the best way to increase the weight of the child? So how will you help his mother?
See, now if the baby was born at 32 weeks and now baby is 35 weeks old. So usually we start oral feeds after 34 weeks.
Okay.
Usually. So then baby is now 35 weeks means baby would be taking all the feeds orally. There is no feeding tube.
Right.
So now we have to ensure that baby keeps on practicing direct breastfeeding. Latching should be improved, and also other things like, as I said, nutrients should be added. If baby
Okay.
is being only mother's milk is being given, then we have to add human milk fortifier in that mother's milk, and we have to give that. We have to give additives like Semilin city oil, Ultra D3 drops, and multivitamins, calcium that we can give.
Okay, fine. And one more mother is asking me a question. She's saying that my child was born at 34 weeks and he was in the NICU for 2 weeks. How do I monitor my baby's milestones? Now, she is a little worried whether, because the baby was born a little earlier, will the milestones fall in the place as they are supposed to? So, how do we address this query over here?
Usually for preterms, milestones are little delayed only.
Acha.
So as compared to term babies. So we can expect some delay, and usually by it takes 2 years for them to catch up to the routine milestones.
Okay.
So she can just keep a regular follow up with her pediatrician, and then gradually she will understand the need. Sometimes there are extreme preterm babies, so these
Mm-hmm.
babies have little stiffening of their limbs. So in that case, we require physiotherapy. So we can
Okay.
recommend physiotherapy if we see that there is significant delay in the milestones. Then we will have to give physiotherapy.
Right. There was a latest. I just read an update and day before yesterday's paper that a 400 gram baby born at around 24th week survived through all the odds and has been discharged home from a hospital in Pune. So that's like, the best news heard ever, that after fighting, after having a long battle, and that battle has been won by the parents, the doctors, and the team, the medical team. I think these are what we these stories make up light up our minds, and we really look forward to hear such stories. With this, we come to the end of the session, and before that, I would like Dr. Ankit to give us a takeaway message which will help our moms to understand that it is easy for us to monitor weight gain in preterms, but there is a methodology that needs to be followed. Over to you, Dr. Ankit. Can you please help us out over here?
Yeah, one thing I want to add in this, that there is one more technique. Suppose mother is not able to get enough milk, then there is a technique for substituting feeding. So what
Okay.
we do, we take milk on the upper side of the body, and we
Okay.
put a tube through the chest, and it is near the nipple. And then baby sucks the nipple and baby gets milk, even though mother is not able to produce. Just by sucking, the milk is going to the baby. So baby feels that milk is coming from the nipple. So in that case, it gives an stimulus to the baby, to the mother also, so that she can produce more milk. So
Right.
summary, I would say that we have to make sure that mother should be counseled antenatally only during pregnancy only, that their milk is very important for baby's growth and immunity. So because more milk, more of the formula milk we give, that is important because baby is preterm. But we have to make sure that mother's milk is also given, and mother's milk needs to be fortified, and extra supplements should be added. That's it.
Right. Thank you so much for, talking about three most important factors out over here. That is kangaroo mother's care, skin to skin contact, and the technique that Sir told right now is known as the SNS technique, which is very important. It helps the baby to suckle at the chest and definitely helps in a proper latching when you are ready to feed your child on your own and put him on the breast. So,
Yes.
with this, we come to the end of the session. Dr. Ankit, thank you for sparing your valuable time. It was a lovely input that you have given us, and definitely it has helped all the mothers who are, looking forward for their queries to get answered. So, Dr. Ankit is available on our Baby Chakra app, and you can ask him your query in the question section of the app. And definitely, if you have not downloaded the app, please download and have a look. And I believe that this session has helped us to be an eye opener for those who are looking for a healthy pregnancy. Thank you, sir, for sparing your time. It was
Welcome.
lovely talking to you.
Welcome. Thank you.